Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nico Delta, aka Delta 9. Sorry, that's Delta 9, and I would like to clarify a few things. Now, tonight I'm clean, I'm sober, I'm on a lot of medication. I have borderline personality disorder, and I have adult attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Um, Now, self-medication for that for many years was alcoholism and drug addiction. I managed to come off the drugs, and I was in a relationship with a girl. We were really happy together, or I thought we were happy together. I thought we were fixing things. Um, it didn't help having this condition. It didn't help the way things eventually ended up. She moved in because she wasn't getting on with her parents, and I offered to put a roof over her head. I'm not going to go into the financial side of things, but wow, um, I found it very hard to cope with having to cope having to cope when a partner is emotionally and intimately unresponsive. Um, it's difficult being in a relationship when you feel like you're the only one. It's especially hard when, after we had broken up due to an incident of, well, aggression on my part, I had lost the head at her. This wasn't the reckless and culpable incident. This was another time. I'm not going to go into that at the moment, but later on in the game, we were watching my sister's house one night, and we'd been helping the neighbours out. And at the end of the day, once we were done, I was on new medication. I was feeling fine for it. It's quite strong though. It's called pregabalin. I am an alcoholic, so, and she, knowing that, should not have offered me wine. I said no at first. She said, "Go on, just have one. You'll be fine." So I did. I felt fine for a while. We went out up the town on to the local fete was on, the local fair. It was in town, so we went on the rides and we were having a great time. Except she was buying more drinks and more drinks and more drinks and more drinks and more drinks. Uh, I was not really wanting to drink that much, but eventually it got to the stage where we were both quite plastered. We got a Chinese and we headed back to the house. I was not comfortable with the idea of what she had proposed. Is she basically said to me, "Should we cut it out?" And she was talking about her implant, and I wasn't too comfortable with the idea. So when I got home, I disagreed strongly against it. Uh, I tried to, what's the word? Tried to have a word with her about how bad her behaviour had been out on the town. She'd thrown a glass of water over me for practically no reason. She'd been rolling about on the floor of the Chinese. She just being an embarrassment, and I dared to protest against this. When we got home, she slapped me in the face, and I said, "Go to the doctor for the implant." She said, "No, no, no, we need to do it tonight. We need to do it tonight." And then I said to her, "I'm really not comfortable with this." To which she responded, basically, "If you don't cut it out, I'll sneak downstairs when you're asleep and I'll do it." I found this to be very unfair. Although under the influence of my medication and the alcohol, my inhibitions were gone. I could not see, yes, no, this is correct, this is not correct, and I didn't have a razor blade. It wasn't a question of making a nick and then, forgive the pun, and then pulling the rod out. It basically comes from the fact that I felt like I didn't have a choice in the matter. So, lacking a razor blade, I sharpened a kitchen knife. I tried to dig the rod out with the tip, just a tiny nick, and that didn't work. We couldn't get to the cavity where the rod was with that, so she said just cut. I didn't realise how sharp the knife was, and it opened her arm up. Uh, that was horrible. But I performed first aid on her, and then when it came to phoning for an ambulance, she wouldn't let me say, "Oh, there's a girl here. She's had an accident or she's been injured." No, what she begged me to tell them was lies. She begged me to make up a story about her being slashed. Because when I'd phoned for the ambulance, I said this: the police arrived on the scene first. They took me for interrogation. They wouldn't let me go with her in the ambulance. I kept the story up going until about an hour into interrogation. They had extracted the truth from her at the hospital. She had crumbled under interrogation. I was put on bail for this act, which she breached within the first 2 days. And the way she did it was she had her friend go to the police station while she came to my, when she walked up to mine, telling them of her whereabouts so that they would appear and catch me with her at my house, which was part of the bail conditions not to. Now, she hadn't told the police during interrogation that she had asked me to take it out, I don't think. I think they were under the impression that I had forced this kind of act on her. And the video that she posts up does not mention the way that she that she manipulated and coerced me into removing this implant. Now, I was put on remand where I received a letter from her telling me that she cheated on me twice. Um, 3 months into the remand, she'd written to the PF. I got a court appearance, and they granted me bail. But where I proposed to her, we were going to get married, she she had also done something for somebody for money in the Wind at Kirkcaldy, and she didn't want her friend to tell me. That's why she fell out with her friend at the time. She got this guy arrested and he had drugs on him, so he got sent to jail as well. And the way you played him, same shit you did to, yeah, you've heard those lyrics before somewhere. Thanks, man. I can't live with her running around saying things that cause this much damage. You just can't keep hurting people and getting away with it. Do you understand me? Now, this is no threat. I'm going to take no physical action against you because I'm stronger than I was. I don't deserve to have my freedom and my happiness compromised due to somebody else's selfishness. I put in every effort to make that girl happy. All I got back was emotional unresponsiveness and a lack of intellect. Maybe she's smarter than she looks, but I don't know whether my kidneys are failing or what it is, but every time I think of the way it went down, it hurts, you know. I'm not afraid to share this with the world. She she effectively ruined my life. She stole my stuff. She took my stuff in at her dad's to store when I was put on remand, and then when I flipped my lid coming off the remand, she had the stuff sold. Um, Now I don't want to leave the house after the video because she admitted the fact that she had been the one to instigate the removal of the implant, so it just looks like I run around slashing birds, and that's not who I am. It's not fair, but hey, sometimes life ain't fair, and every day I've just got to grit my teeth and get on with it. Although I've got a knot in my stomach, it's hard to concentrate. I did my best for this girl. I would be careful of how you be careful of letting her in to manipulate you, because there's potential for her to do you untold damage. I've served, I ended up getting an extra year in the jail for that, and a broken heart the whole time. And now I get to tell my story. This is Delta 9, 2015. I'm back on writing the notepads, the music's coming back soon. But I just thought I'd get it off my chest. And the way you disrespected and played my sister and her husband is fucking disgusting. I'm not happy about that. I was getting my relationship back on track with the family I do have, and now it's in shambles. And you you're totally responsible for this whole thing. Um, Although you didn't mean it, that's not important. You ruined my fucking life, and I'm not going to put up with it. So enjoy your life with your with your wife, because you you neglected to mention that you were a lesbian as well, and to me this whole thing just seemed like a setup from the start. So you've ruined my life. Well done. But as I said, I'm going to get back up. Always got to stay positive, even when you're fucking sat in the fire. 2015. Peace.